Mom.
How
Haley.
are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good.
What a happy day.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's so nice. Hey, Emmett. My goodness, congratulations, you.
Thank you.
Oh, look at all those badges. This
yeah.
is a big day. Boy, you've really done a lot to
Yeah.
do this, to pull it off.
And you guys can hear okay?
I can. Yeah, I can hear fine. Should I turn on my video? I don't know what to do.
Turn it off.
If you shut it off, I think what I'll do is I'll put for recording.
Yeah, we're gonna try to record it too.
Sure. Just putting her.
Oh, and I just have to say okay to that.
Yeah.
There.
That way.
Do you have a limit or is this a Yale? Yeah.
It's a Yale.
Do you want to see me? And if so, how do I do that?
You know, you can.
I'll just watch. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So there are 4 guys, huh?
There's 3 and the recording is going. I'm gonna shut the sound off so that if anybody joins and then like it's making noise.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna make it, we won't be able to hear you now, Carolyn, okay? All right, just wave if you need us to hear.
I'm good.
That way, like if somebody joins and is like making a lot of noise. What we can do is we can assign someone to like
Turning.
a little bit.
Max, where are the boys sitting?
Probably.
You could do it.
You want to do it? I don't think you can see.
So you see this one?
When we go stand over there, you need
just
to just
turn
turn
it
it just
like
a little bit, okay?
And then they'll
you're
come
gonna put it
back.
back there so
Put
we
it
can
back.
see the boys, okay? You want to have that job?
Oh, we do.
okay. I want to make sure we can see. Stand there for me for a second. Okay, actually, that's really good.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. Come over here.
All right, so here we go. I'm stealing this if you need to move this, because I need 2 more chairs for scouts.
We like sit in that little.
So Aaron, if you want to move this.
It's fine. I mean, I think it's fine. Yeah.
What do we do? Trying to get more. You know what? Why don't we-
Yeah.
So, yeah, so
We
do,
need 12.
What?
Take those from. And we'll just fit the first row.
so you want to put all the scouts over there?
Oh, no, I thought you wanted to fill this.
Well, I need, my 3 eagles are here.
Yes.
I need 9 seats for the rest of us.
Yeah.
And then Gary, who's presenting me, and
I think if you want, Aaron's here, I can take this seat right here. So maybe over there.
yes, then forget scouts. Do not make problems.
It's a good stand.
Okay, so we're gonna do the 3 eagles here, Gary, me, and Danny here. And then the scouts are there.
Gonna die, it's gonna go say for die, like.
Maddie wants.
Yeah.
Scouts are gonna sit in those 9 seats there. And the Eagle Scouts are gonna be there.
Should we make that just like those chairs right there?
Okay. Tomorrow.
Later.
Scott's on that side, 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 Danny, you're in the back. Right there. They can't either one, anywhere over there. How's that? You're in front row.
It's probably like this. Almost.
Hey, I'm proud. I'm proud. No, I don't know.
Alright, three of you guys are over here. I think Danny's saying for you to be back here. Yeah.
Do that. I would push people have to watch.
I'll give them premium seats.
I do. Oh, okay.
You guys will be.
And so,
Yeah, wait.
Gary can.
Back there.
It depends on how long he's here.
Okay.
Saying the secret.
Yep. I know what I'm always gonna do is shoot it from each other.
Like, it was like, there's a secret lesson. I do. I just had lunch with someone. It looks
All the air.
we're gonna like dedicate one to Mr. Butcher, but we're gonna call him.
You're gonna be here?
Yeah. Either one of those. If she's not here for some reason, I'll just have. If the dog's a sick dog and then they have like jack dogs.
Well, you can just say the whole family. Oh, it's here to come up. Yeah, but. I don't know. I see how you.
Yeah, that's Tommy. Tommy, yeah. Tommy, yeah, good question. What else is new? Wait, where did we go? Oh, yes, hold on. Oh, my. Oh. Your brother still mocks you. What's that? It's like we you're not running for How's the book comes along? He's never getting.
Also, the pictures were on the board. I was gonna be like shared out, saying, you think she has room over pictures. Maybe someone else wants to be there. So I could pray if I'm without a room. Somebody should fix my phone.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Troop 65, it's my honor to welcome you to the Court of Honor. We are delighted that you could join us today on this very special occasion. Today, we are celebrating the milestones in the lives of three outstanding young men, Nial McIntyre, Alex Marley, and Emmett White, as they ascended to the ranks of Eagle Scout and joined in a proud brotherhood that defined by perseverance, character, and leadership. But the journey to Eagle is not easy. It demands commitment, resilience, and support from the scouts to their family and dedicated leaders who guide them along the way. Those who reach the summit have earned their place throughout the years of hard work and service. The presentation of the Eagle Scout Award marks the circulation of the journey, a moment rich with meaning and achievement. My name is Vignesh Senthil. I'm a Life Scout and Assistant Senior Patrol Leader. I'm honored to serve as the Master of Ceremony this afternoon as we recognize these young men and the legacy they carry forward. Now, there will be a reception honoring our new Eagle Scouts immediately following the ceremony. Now, I would like everyone to please take a moment to silence their phones. Call up Troop 65's honorary senior patrol leader, Louis McIntyre, for the opening.
Please rise for the presentation of colors. Color guard, present the colors. Join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United
The
States.
United States of America,
And to the
to
republic
the republic for which it stands, nation under God, indivisible.
Two. Scout sign. Please repeat the scout oath.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God, my country, and obey the scout law. Not what evil at all times, keeping myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Please repeat scout law. Scout have a trustworthy, loyal,
Helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Two. Color guard, post colors. Color guard dismissed. I would like to invite Danny Netri to the podium for invocation.
Please prepare for prayer. Heavenly Father, we gather today in gratitude and joy, surrounded by family and friends who have traveled from near and far to honor and celebrate a remarkable milestone in the lives of Nial, Alex, and Emmett. As we recognize their achievement in attaining the rank of Eagle Scout, we ask you to be present in this ceremony, blessing it with inspiration and purpose. May this moment kindle vision in others and encourages Scouts of Troop 65 to walk the path of service, leadership, and honor. Help us give these young men the praise they have earned, and let us also remember that becoming an Eagle Scout is not simply a destination, but a lifelong commitment to living with integrity and purpose. We thank you for guiding Scouts and leaders as they grow together, learning, leading, and finding joy in the wonders of your creation. Thank you for the protection you provide on each outdoor adventure and for nurturing strength and unity within this troop. Continue to watch over Nial, Alex, and Emmett as they step forward into adulthood, and grant wisdom and patience to all our leaders, that they may continue to shepherd each Scout along life's pathway. We lift this prayer to you in reverence and faith, offering it in the name of our Creator, our God. Amen. Amen. Please be seated. I would like to call on Mr. Ray Morelli, Scoutmaster of Troop 65, to officially convene this court of honor.
By the authority granted to me by the National Council of Scouting America, I hereby declare this court of honor formally convened for the similar and a notable purpose of presenting the Eagle Scout Award to the three distinguished men, Nial McIntyre, Alex Morelli, and Emmett White.
Becoming an Eagle Scout is a goal of many young men that set their sights on when they first begin the scouting journey. It is a distinction that is highly sought after, yet only a select few ever attain. This afternoon, we're gathering to honor your three such scouts, Nial McIntyre, Alex Morelli, and Emmett White, for reaching this remarkable milestone. But this isn't their first moment before the court of honor. In fact, they've stood here 6 times before. Once for each rank along this path, starting with their scout rank, continuing to tenderfoot, second class, first class, star, and life. Each step they stood a little taller, grew a little stronger, and deepened their commitment to the scouting ideologies. I would like to call in Mr. Fulchick to take a moment and reflect on their journeys they've walked, the trail to Eagle paved with dedication, growth, and purpose.
They can have Nial, Alex, Emmett, please come forward to the stools. Good afternoon. For those that don't know me, I am the Assistant Scoutmaster here at Troop 65. Previously, I was a Scoutmaster for 14 years. Now I was a Scoutmaster for these young men for most of their journey through their scouting career. I've had the distinct privilege of serving them, guiding them, and helping them along the trail, and getting them to the point where they are today. For sure, young adults, you see like this. They didn't start off this way, but we'll walk through that. Nial, Alex, and Emmett, it's hard to believe that about 11 years ago, your incredible scouting journey began when you each joined Cub Scouts as Tigers. Since then, you've grown taller, honed new skills, embraced leadership roles, perhaps even started shaving, and certainly learned countless invaluable life lessons along the way. While every scout blazes their own trail, each of you was wonderfully unique, and I'd like to take a moment to reflect on your trail to Eagle. Your journey started at Cub Scouts, where your Tiger den began searching, discovering, and cheering, and you progressed all the way to earning your Arrow of Light along the way. You built multiple Pinewood Derby cars, embarked on memorable camping and fishing trips, forged new friendships, and learned the fundamental principles of scouting. Then you transitioned to Boy Scouts, where you earned the Scout Badge, climbed through the ranks of tenderfoot, second class, first class, star, life, and now finally Eagle Scout. This monumental achievement was accomplished by mastering outdoor skills, earning a vast array of merit badges, and dedicating yourselves to numerous community service projects. Collectively, you earned an impressive 91 merit badges, served in multiple troop leadership positions, and contributed to countless service initiatives. Let's begin by honoring Nial, Troop 65's 139th Eagle Scout. Nial earned 24 merit badges, left 3 on the table with partials, showcased a strong affinity for outdoor pursuits like bird studying, fishing, and sailing. It seems Niall has a natural connection to anything that floats, flies, or swims. His adventurous spirit isn't limited to the water. He's also known for his rather creative approach to hammock pitching. While most of us would look for two sturdy trees with a clear flat ground beneath us, Niall sees a challenge. Can I string my hammock between two trees over rock stumps and a 30-degree slope? Absolutely. His Eagle project, collecting and refurbishing fishing poles for young burn victims, truly exemplifies his generous spirit and deep love for the sport. Next, we have Alex, our Troop 65's 137th Eagle Scout, who soared to 34 merit badges. Alex's interests are wide-ranging, from the artistic eye of photography to the confidence building of public speaking and the savvy entrepreneurship. Perhaps his next venture will be developing a truly waterproof canopy so we don't get wet on our camp house coming up. Alex's Eagle project was dedicated to improving the Audubon youth outdoor space, adding kayak racks, tool racks, and tidying up the storage. It's clear Alex likes bringing order to the world, even if the world sometimes throws a microburst his way. Then there's Emmett, the 140th Eagle Scout of Troop 65, with an impressive 33 merit badges. Emmett's a man of practical skills, mastering plumbing, electricity, drafting, and even public speaking. If you're ever in a bind and need a plumber, have an issue, Emmett's the guy, put him on speed dial. I actually didn't verify how his plumbing came out, but we'll go. For his Eagle project, Emmett focused his talents on the Trumbull BMX bike track, using his CAD skills, building additional picnic tables and bike racks, making the track even more enjoyable for the community. These three share some fantastic stories from their scouting adventures. Niall and Alex, do you remember the notorious rainy campout? And you guys had a stroke of genius, or perhaps desperation, where you attempted to dry sticks and kindling in a frying pan on the stove, so you could get a fire going. Although you weren't successful in building the fire, you did learn to make new friends with the girl troop camping next to us, where they were willing to share the fire with the boys that couldn't get it going. Their love for fishing runs deep, and I've never heard complaints about the weather while they're fishing. Although I did hear stories of the ones that didn't get away or weren't caught. And who can forget the Yagyu microburst? All three of these guys had the great idea of sleeping in hammocks down by the lake while we're at Camp Yagyu. Mother Nature decided to put on quite a light and wind show during this. We had a microburst come in, wreaking havoc across the camp. What was their first instinct, being older scouts? Run for cover? Grab their stuff? No. It was grab our phones, let's record the chaos. True dedication to content creation. Beyond the laughter, these men have consistently shown incredible leadership. Niall and Alex both served as senior patrol leaders, and Emmett as an assistant senior patrol leader. They held numerous leadership positions, guiding their fellow scouts and setting up an inspirational example. All three started their scouting journey in Cub Scouts, laying the groundwork for their incredible achievements. And through it all, they navigated the challenges of COVID-19 and a camp-wide norovirus breakout, demonstrating their resilience and unwavering commitment to this scouting event, even in uncertain times. Niall, Alex, and Emmett, you have truly embodied the Scout law and the Scout oath throughout your journey. Your dedication, perseverance, and spirit and service are all an inspiration to us. Congratulations on achieving the Eagle rank. I am proud of all of you have accomplished and look forward to seeing where you guys go next.
Thank you, Mr. Polchik. Now it's time to for the highlight of our program, the presentation of Eagle Scout Award. I would like to call up Mr. Messerschmidt to administer the Eagle Charm.
Eagle is the highest recognition offered in scouting, a symbol of all we strive for and believe in. The trail of Eagle is long, and while the requirements are the same for all, each scout carves their own path. Today, we honor Nial, Alex, and Emmett, who have distinguished themselves through the years of dedication and service to become Eagle Scouts. Nial, Alex, and Emmett earning the rank of Eagle is a tremendous accomplishment, but being an Eagle Scout is a lifelong responsibility. As you receive this honor, you accept a new charge, a set of obligations that will guide you forward. Your first obligation is to live with honor. Honor is the foundation of character. The first point of the Scout law is a Scout is trustworthy. For this very reason, as a leader, your reputation and good name are your most valuable assets. Let the white of your badge be a constant reminder to live a life of honor. Your second obligation is to be loyal. As a Scout, you pledge loyalty to those who led you. Now, as a leader, you must be loyal to those who follow you, treating them with the respect you would want for yourself. Uphold the ideals of Scout. May the blue of your badge inspire your unwavering loyalty. Your third obligation is to be courageous. Courage is not just facing physical danger, but having the mental strength to stand for what is right and even what is difficult. Having the courage of your convictions. Let the red of your badge remind you always to be brave. The fourth obligation is to serve. A leader is, above all, a servant to others. Let the daily good turn you have practiced become a lifetime of service. Only true gift is the gift of yourself. May the scroll on your badge remind you to serve with a cheerful heart. Your final obligation is to have vision. As a leader, others will look to you for direction. It is your vision that will guide them toward a better future. These are your obligations as an Eagle Scout: honor, loyalty, courage, service, and vision. By upholding this charge, you will lead your family, your community, and your nation toward a brighter tomorrow. I would now like to invite an Eagle Scout of Troop 65, Mr. Fulchek, to administer the Scout oath.
Nial, Alex, and Emmett, earlier today, you joined your fellow Scouts in reciting the Scout oath. Now, you will stand with the new Eagles to affirm a new oath, the Eagle Promise. Though the words you say today are familiar, though the words you are about to say are familiar, today they will carry more meaning than ever before. You will pledge yourself on your sacred honor. You are sealing your promise with the same solemn words that concluded the Declaration of Independence, forever linking your commitment as an Eagle to the foundation of our nation. If I can have all Eagle Scouts in the audience, please come forward. Please stand behind.
Mhm.
Start time. Repeat after me. I affirm my allegiance
I affirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout.
On my honor, I will do my best
On my honor, I will do my best
to make my training an example,
to make my training an example.
my rank and my influence
My rank and my influence
count strongly for better scouting
count strongly for better scouting
and for better citizenship
and for better citizenship
in my troop,
in my troop,
in my community,
in my community,
and in my contacts with other people.
and in my contacts with other people.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
Two, now can you hold on a second, and I might get a second. Well, thank you. You will take your seat. At this time, I'd like to ask our Eagle Scouts to escort their parents to the stage. Everyone can hear me without the mic, right? But as previous Scoutmaster, I've never been known to be quiet.
Oh, we can't see.
Your parents. The ones that brought you. All right. Scouts, your parents have undoubtedly been your primary source of hope and strength. I am certain without their encouragement, your path would have been much more challenging. Your parents have worked faithfully to develop you into young men of high moral character who are committed to the values embodied in the Boy Scout program. Their efforts accumulate in the presentation of the Eagle Scout Award. Now, 2 steps centered with your parents. Now, your mother has been an incredible source of inspiration on your path to Eagle. This special moment is hers to share with you. She pins your Eagle ribbon and presents you with your Eagle neckerchief slide. Now, in gratitude for her tireless patience, I know she has a lot, and guidance in your effort, please present your mother with the Mother's Day. Now, your father's wisdom and encouragement have been invaluable throughout your journey to Eagle. We invite him now to present you with the Eagle Scout certificate and badge. The invaluable wisdom and guidance he shared, we ask you now to present your father with the Eagle Father's Pin, a testament to his support that he can proudly wear. Now, by the authority vested in me by the National Court of Honor of the Boy Scouts of America, it is my privilege and pleasure to pronounce you Nial McIntyre, an Eagle Scout. Alex, can you come forward with your parents? Alex, your mother's support has been consistent from dressing you as a child and guiding you to Eagle. It's truly fitting that she now dresses you as an Eagle Scout by putting on your neckerchief and pin. Please present your mother with Eagle Mother's pin, token of gratitude for her unwavering support that has made this achievement possible. Alex, your father has stood by you over the years and has offered his encouragement and assistance, recognition of his fatherly advice, and guidance along the Eagle Trail. I'll ask your father to present you with the Eagle Scout certificate and badge. Alex, as a symbol of your father's significant contributions and attainment of this award, please present your father with the Eagle Father's Medal. Alex, by the authority vested in me by the National Court of Honor of the Boy Scouts of America, it is my privilege and pleasure to pronounce you, Alex Morelli, an Eagle Scout.
Come on out, Emmett.
Mother has given you love, encouragement, and support for many years, not only in scouting, but also in your many other activities. She has proudly watched you grow to the young man that you are now. It is a great pleasure that I ask her to present you with the Eagle pin and this Eagle neckerchief.
Scoutmaster, get out of the way.
Over the years, you have had a chance to pin many pins on your mother. This afternoon, you have the honor of pinning the Eagle Mother's pin on her in recognition of her dedication and devotion. Your father has also helped you along the Eagle Trail and in all other aspects of your life. He has always been there for you when you needed him. He has done his best to prepare you for what lies ahead behind your path. I ask your father to present you now with the Eagle certificate badge. Return Emmett, please present your father with the Eagle Father pin, honor his love and support. The authority vested in me by the National Court of Honor of the Boy Scouts of America, it is my privilege and pleasure to pronounce you, Emmett White, an Eagle Scout.
Way to go, guys.
I put mom and dad go up a step or two. Congratulations, guys.
At this time. At this time, we're honored to welcome several special guests who have joined us today to recognize the achievements of our newest Eagle Scouts, Alex, Nial, and Emmett. First off, I would like to welcome Connecticut's State Representative, Mr. David Ruticulo, to the podium.
It's pretty good. I must say that was a unique one that time. I hadn't heard that one before. It's usually like rutabaga or some other thing. It is such an honor to be with all of you yet again this afternoon. Troop 65 is the Eagle Scout factory of Trumbull. I think I've been here. I was speaking with somebody from the Lions Club outside, and his son was 2016. It was so long ago. I know I was here. He doesn't remember seeing me, so I did not make an impression. But I have to tell you that you all made an impression on me today. I tell the same story every time, and I'm sorry, but it's a good one. It's that whenever you're feeling down about the world, or you think things are going in the wrong direction, just come and sit with all you beautiful people and listen to what some of these young men are up to. And it really does give you a sense again that things are going to be okay, because you guys are definitely the future leaders of not only our town, our state, but our country. I read through your accomplishments, what I thought were super impressive, and the fact that the two of you are going into ROTC, right, Vermont, Georgia, and one of these kids is going to Edinburgh, right, for a university. So I thought it was pretty impressive. Although I got nervous with the first kid, it didn't look like he knew his parents. I didn't know what's going on in that house. You know, these things happen, and so I was going to be brief, but every now and again, when I come to these things, I'm reminded of that nice poem or that thing that somebody wrote about 100 Scouts. It is my favorite thing. Nobody else has used it today, so I was going to recite it, and because it makes an impression on me every time I say it, and it shows you on behalf of the town of Trumbull, which, you know, being the state rep, I get to say that, is that we do value this program, and we value what you do, and we value how much you volunteer and what the parents put into it. So it says, of any 100 boys who become scouts, it is to be confessed that 30 will drop out in their first year. Perhaps this is regarded as a failure, but later in life, these boys will remember that they have been scouts and will speak well of the program. Of the 100, only rarely will one ever appear before a juvenile court or a judge. 12 of the 100 will form families who have no religious affiliation. Through scouting, these 12 and many of their families were brought in contact with the church, synagogue, or mosque, and will continue to be active all of their lives. 6 of the 100 scouts will enter the ministry. Each of the 100 will learn something from scouting. Almost all will develop hobbies that will add interest throughout the rest of their lives. Many will serve in the military and in varying degrees profit from their scouting training. At least one will use it to save another person's life, and many credit it with saving their own. These 3 of the 100 will reach the rank of Eagle Scout, except for Troop 65, which seems to be running about 50%. At least one will later say that the values his Eagle badge above the college degree that he may receive. Many will find their future vocation through merit-based work and scouting contacts. 17 of the 100 boys will later become scout leaders and will give leadership to thousands of additional young men. Only 1 in 4 boys in America will become a scout, but it's interesting to know that the leaders of this nation, business and religion and politics, 3 out of 4 were scouts. Today, we honor these 3 young men who are those 1 scout in 100. We know that things they have done in the past and what has brought them here today, we can only imagine what they will do in the future and look forward to witnessing their journeys. Congratulations, young men. Congratulations to the parents. I have some big fancy citations here for you if you want to take it. And thank you very much. You see, 9. That's here. Just I put my glasses away, you got it, right? Alexander. All right, and you're Richard Whiteson? Yeah, so fair. You guys mind if I get a quick picture, but Mrs. Zara and we have to execute slightly early today. We have a commitment this evening. And I was hoping to get a nice, can we get a nice picture of you stand?
Go center, guys. Center.
Congratulations, everybody.
It would be a great pleasure to invite Trumbull's first selectman, Miss Vicky Tesoro, to the podium for a presentation.
Good afternoon, everybody. Dave and I usually do tag team each other at these events. He got to go first. I don't know. I don't know how that happened, Dave. And he was funny too. So, as I said, it is truly an honor for me to be here today to celebrate a remarkable achievement by 3 outstanding young members of our Trumbull community. As we've heard today, earning the rank of the Eagle Scout is no small feat. It requires years of dedication, service, leadership, and personal growth. Less than 5% of all Scouts ever achieve this milestone. And today we are proud to say that 3 of them come right here from Trumbull. To Emmett, Nial, and Alex, I want to personally commend you for your hard work, your perseverance, and your commitment to bettering not only yourselves, but also our town. Your Eagle projects have made a meaningful difference, and your leadership sets an example for others to follow. The hard work, dedication, and perseverance required throughout your scouting experience sets the stage for a lifetime of great accomplishments. No doubt you will make a difference in whatever path you choose to follow, and as future leaders in your communities and our world. You've shown what it means to serve with integrity, lead with humility, and aim always to leave things better than you found them. Those are values we hold dear in Trumbull, and they will take you far in whatever path you choose next. I also want to thank your Scoutmasters, your parents, and your families for all their support that they've given you over the many years that you've been involved in scouting. On behalf of the town of Trumbull, congratulations on this tremendous achievement. We are so proud of you and grateful to have you as part of our community. This time, although I'm only from the town of Trumbull, not from the state, I do have certificates, but small compared to what Dave had. That's why we're always in a competition with one another. But they are a certificate from the town of Trumbull recognizing all three of you on this great achievement. We also have a pin from the town of Trumbull. You didn't get that from the state. Alexander Joseph Morelli. Congratulations again. Thank you so much. I got a picture too with, I took a picture.
Go ahead, take a picture.
Thank you, Mr. Soto. Finally, we have our exalted ruler of the Bridgeport Elks Lodge, Mr. Chuck McMath, to recognize our new Eagles.
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chuck McMath. My son and I joined this troop in either 2008 or 2009. I say we joined because he became a scout and I became an assistant scoutmaster. He got his eagle in 2016, although I don't know what number he is on the list or how many merit badges he has. I have a grandson who's going to be joining the troop this fall. Hopefully I live long enough to see him become an eagle. And I will be getting out my assistant scoutmaster uniform again. I hope it still fits. But today I'm here as the exalted ruler of the Bridgeport Elks Lodge to present our new eagles with our certificate and a flag. And the certificate reads, Bridgeport, Connecticut Lodge number 36 of the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks takes pride in presenting to you an American flag because you have demonstrated that you daily practice the teachings of democracy. We are proud to call you our fellow citizen because you have worked hard to prove that you believe the United States is one nation under God with liberty and justice for all. As the red, white, and blue colors on the cloth blend to make a beautiful flag, so the skills you've mastered have blended together to make you an outstanding citizen. So now,
Thank you, Mr. McMath. Now it's time to hear from our newest Eagles of Niall, Alex, and Emmett. The stage is yours.
So, you guys didn't hear earlier, there's a lot of beeping, that's a barbecue, so I'm pretty sure we're all pretty hungry, so I'll make this short and sweet, so. As you can tell, I like to joke a lot. So my name is Niall, I joined this troop in 2018. I was initially a Cub Scout, passed to 4, and I am now 5. So for me, Boy Scouts has given me 2 lessons. And one of these lessons follows a saying that Mike Tyson himself actually once said is, everybody has a plan until they get punched. And I know that sounds, a bit rough, but it is true, it is true. But in all seriousness though, the first of these lessons really does follow along with that message. And that is that you can have the best plan in the world, or at least by Boy Scout standards, the best plan in the world, and it will still fail. Sometimes it might be preparing for light rain and then being ambushed by a microburst. It might be cooking eggs early in the morning, only for them to burn on a cast iron skillet. Or it might be packing a very light sleeping bag to go hammock camping in late October when it gets pretty cold. And that was the first lesson. I had a plan, but it didn't work. But that brought me on to my second lesson. The second lesson being to embrace this suck and work with what you have. And I know that also sounds pretty rough, but it's happened to me multiple times before, and I've learned to get around it. With the microburst, well, we did take some videos for Mr. Volchek's disparaging remarks. We did also immediately pack up and run back to our camp and our lean-tos and round up the younger scouts, batten down the hatches, and make sure everyone was accounted for. We then went back to sleep because it was 1 in the morning. For the burnt eggs, we decided that we would break into the next day's Pop-Tarts, which were supposed to be our other breakfast. We then went hungry the next day, but at least we didn't go hungry on the first day. And then lastly, the sleeping bag. I decided that my only option really was to just stuff all of my clothes and sweatshirt into my sleeping bag to hopefully make the night a little bit more bearable. And these lessons have taught me that life does not go as planned. And as Sun Tzu, who wrote The Art of War, my mother said that, and people wouldn't know him, but I'm going to say this anyway because it's a great quote. Thank you. But seriously, one of his quotes is, even amidst chaos, there is opportunity. Opportunity to learn, opportunity to help others, and opportunities to grow, not only as a person, but as a leader. And I can largely accredit my growth and leadership to Boy Scouts of America, and I will never forget the lessons that I have learned here. And so to the new scouts and older scouts and just scouts in general, I hope that one day you two will have similar but maybe less awful experience, not awful, but less bad experiences. But in all honesty, I do hope that you guys develop into a group of strong individuals who will be able to be outstanding leaders within their community. Thank you. So now, I would also like to present the mentor pins. These pins are dedicated to an individual who has but been a staple within the lives of each Eagle Scout. So my first mentor pin goes to Mr. Moker, who was undoubtedly one of the most influential figures in my scouting career. He gave me my first fishing rod, and most importantly, he gave me the idea to start this Eagle project with the Connecticut Birds Care Foundation. And so I would like to present Mrs. Moker with this Eagle pin in his honor. So my next medical pin goes to another influential figure in my life who also happened to live on Ridgely Drive. And that would be Mrs. Kane, who was my my Cub Scout pack master, or den leader, sorry. Throughout my time in elementary school, and I would truly like to thank her for bringing to life the message of Scouts and just how awesome it really was going to be. So I would like to say thank you. So, I'm sorry, it's going a little longer. You can hear them cooking their food. I'll try and get through this, I promise. So, my next one goes to someone who was there for me when I entered the troop. He was there to lead me as a young first year, with many miles hiked, many, "Oh, what are you doing? You can't do that." But also many valuable lessons and skills learned along the way. And so, without further ado, I would like to thank Mr. Messerschmidt for being a huge influence in my scouting. And so, another individual who was there from day one of my scouting career, Mr. Fulchek, I would like to thank you for being a phenomenal scout leader and teaching me how to properly be a scout and, always having a good sense of humor and really just bringing to life the message of scouts. And lastly, but certainly not least, Mr. Morelli. I would like to thank you for once again being not only, the dad of my best friend, but also once again having a phenomenal sense of humor and really being there for the troop and taking over after Mr. Polchek stepped down from the leader, Scoutmaster. So thank you.
My name is Alex Morelli, for anyone who doesn't know me. So scouting has always held a special place inside my heart. My journey began as a Tiger Scout in Pack 64, where I learned the basic skills that embody the Scout oath, the Scout law, and the Scout spirit of being a Scout. It was here that I first created a strong bond with my father, Raymond Morelli. Together, we built Pinewood Derby cars, or more accurately, he built them and I decorated them. But what I do remember most is how excited the dads were, just as much as the kids, when the race day came around. Crossing the bridge in the Boy Scouts was an exciting and proud moment. I knew that entering more than just a new level, I was entering a brotherhood. The friends I made, the adventures I had, and the lessons I learned are things I truly believe I could not have found anywhere else but in this organization. Now I'd like to share a story with you. Not long ago, I started looking for my first job. And I'm proud to say that I'm now working at a law firm. Despite being the only employee there that does not have a college degree, after my first week on the job, I asked my boss, "Why would you decide to hire me?" He said, "Because I saw that you're an Eagle Scout, and I know the quality of work that comes with that title is just as strong as someone who has earned a college diploma." That moment meant a lot to me, and it wasn't the only one like it. Later on, my boss recommended me to one of his friends, another attorney out of Pennsylvania. And again, all he had to say was, "He's an Eagle Scout." That was enough. I got the job on the spot. Being an Eagle Scout has opened doors for me that I never expected. It showed me that this rank is more than just an achievement. It's a lifelong badge of honor that others recognize and respect. As I look out at all the scouts here today, I see so much potential. Whether you're just starting or well on your way, I hope you see this day as an example of the impact that earning the rank of an Eagle Scout can have in your future. And for those who might be wondering if you'll make it to Eagle, I want to offer you this encouragement. Keep living the Scout oath, the Scout law, and the outdoor code every day. Even if you don't earn the badge, the values and habits you build through scouting will still lead to success, no matter where life takes you. Before I close, I'd like to take a moment to recognize some very special people. Will the following individuals please come up to the stage? Sandra McCourt, Susan Rowley, and Tom Rowley. I would now like to recognize you guys with grandparent pins. To my grandparents, thank you. Your constant support through every step of my scouting journey has meant the world to me. These grandparent pins are a small symbol of my gratitude for the big impact you've made on my life. Thank you all for always being there for me. Now, the following individuals, please come up to the stage. Mrs. Kane, Mrs. Moker, Mr. Morelli, Mr. Polchek, and Mr. Mitterschmidt. The mentor pin is a way to recognize and honor an individual who has mentored me during my scouting journey. Mrs. Kane, as a den leader of Pack 64, you've had such a positive impact on my life and my future in scouting. I want to thank you for all your dedication to scouting. Mrs. Moker, your husband was an everlasting mentor to me. Mr. Moker would do anything in order to make scouting better, whether that was getting Dunkin' Donuts for us after a gold camp out, or helping us win the fire building competitions by supplying us with fat wood and modified matches. He was always there for me. Mr. Morelli, although you're my dad, you're also a great scout leader. Thank you for always supporting me during my scouting journey. You have been there for me since I was a little Cub Scout, and I really appreciate you running it with me all the way through. Even though I know that I did recommend you in one of our committee meetings to be the Scoutmaster, and you might not have been that happy in the moment. I know that the skills that you've gained throughout these years that you've now been the Scoutmaster have truly been memorable for you and me together. Mr. Polchek, we've come a long way from the time that all of us new Scouts could raw talk me and I threw up on your shoes. I believe that our bond has grown so much since then. And now we can go camping together as opposed to the troop. And of course, Mr. Mitterschmidt, from the beginning, as you still are today, you are always there for me and every single new scout, teaching them so many different skills, whether that was the tokenship, proper hygiene at Yahoo, and table manners. Thank you, guys. All right, hopefully this doesn't start to get too redundant with the person here. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for being here today. It means a lot to share this moment with my family and friends, seeing as every one of you has shaped me into the person I am today. I've been in Boy Scouts since 5th grade and Cub Scouts since 1st. And there was never one moment where I really felt myself change. But looking back, I can see the person I was when I started this journey is very different than the person I am standing here today. One of the biggest lessons scouting has taught me is the importance of responsibility. As a leader, you are responsible not only for yourself, but for everyone else around you. I remember my first camp out as a part of the leadership patrol. The patrol that I was a guide for had neglected to clean up their cooking supplies after they had eaten. Not wanting to get in trouble, I took it upon myself to clean up after them. Mr. Polchek came up to me and asked me what I was doing, and when I told him, he surprisingly told me to stop. Expecting to get reprimanded for not cleaning up the dishes when they were supposed to be clean, I was surprised when he told me I shouldn't be cleaning anymore. To me, this seemed lazy. I know how to clean them, I want to get it done quickly, so why should I not clean them? He told me something I really needed to work on was delegating. I remember going home the next day, pissed off, complaining to my mom, why did I get in trouble for helping someone out? But after a few years, I realized what Mr. Polchek taught me that night was one of the most important changes I made throughout my time as a scout. Yes, it would have been easier to clean the dishes myself, but if I had done that on every camp out, now that I'm leaving the troop, none of the younger scouts would know how to clean. As a leader, it is your responsibility to understand the needs of the people you're leading and tailor your instruction towards them. I want to thank all the younger and older scouts in the audience for your participation in this troop, which allowed me to receive the rank of Eagle. Our troop is a team, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. I also wanted to thank my friends who came today. I've spent a lot of time with this troop, but I've spent more with each one of you outside of Scouts, and your invisible support has done just as much, if not more, to shape who I am. I want to thank my family, my mom and dad, who have always believed in me and pushed me to try anything I want without fear of failure, including joining Scouts many years ago. And my older sister, although she couldn't be here, whose unfiltered advice and humor has meant more to me than she likely realizes. And lastly, thank you to Nial and Alex, two of my best friends, without whom I don't think I would have made it this far as a scout. All right, so I'll go on to the mentor pins, a lot of the same people. First, Mr. Morelli. Even before Mr. Morelli became my scoutmaster, he was always there when I needed help. There have been many quick trips to Alex's house to ask him for something, where I would then get caught up signing off what feels like half of Max's book at this point. And frisbee practice in his backyard, where Mr. Morelli showed us new ways to throw a frisbee. Thank you for everything you have done and what you continue to do. Mr. Messersmith. Talking to Mr. Messersmith this past Yagu, the three of us came to a conclusion that maturing in this troop is realizing that Mr. Messersmith isn't that bad after all. I do not envy the role you take in this troop each year, between the new scouts. It's probably one of the hardest things that has to get done in this troop, but it's also the most important. And without you, the majority of the pictures that are on the board out there wouldn't have been taken. Thank you. Mr. Polchek has been my scoutmaster for the majority of my time in this troop. I've always thought of you as an amazing leader, but it really came into the light a few weeks ago, seeing the way you interacted with the new scouts at Yagu. I remember my first Yagu going on the 5-mile hike and coming back eager to tell the older scouts about how we got lost and found our way back, only to be surprised that this wasn't a unique experience. This year, I accompanied the new scouts on their hike. I watched as Mr. Polchek let them get lost. He embodies the boy-led aspect of scouting and lets us figure out how to do things on our own by letting us get it wrong the first time. Some of the biggest learning moments I had in Scouts came from conversations three of us would have with Mr. Polchek late at night when the rest of the troop went to sleep. He would go over what we did that day and ask us how he thought we could improve. While he gave us suggestions, he never told us what we had to do. Thank you. Fortunately, Mr. Moker isn't with us to receive this mentor pin as he passed away earlier this year. However, I want to give it to Mrs. Moker. Without him, I wouldn't have joined this troop. When I was deciding which troop I wanted to join, I remember Mr. Moker explaining to me at the different Gaelic football tournaments why his troop is the best. And while he may have had some bias, I of course think he was right to. Lastly, my dad was my Cub Scout master and the one who gave me the love for the outdoors and scouting. And so I thought it was appropriate to give him a mentor pin as well. He not only supported me in scouting and all the activities I've done, but he served as a mentor, having gone through Boy Scouts when he was a kid. While he didn't quite make it to Eagle, he did a lot of things that I haven't done. His dad was his scoutmaster, and in his troop, he was the SPL and worked at scout camp. And when he was a little bit older than I am now, he managed to through the entire Appalachian trip. I have learned many scout skills from the scout book and on the internet, but I have learned many more from the mentorship of my dad.
Oh, that's sweet.
Before we close, I would like to invite Amy up to share a poem with us.
Three buddies on a shared great ride with compass pointed side by side. From pitching tents to campfire glow, watching the stars as friendships grow. Remember tangled fishing lines and campfire tales with silly signs? The hikes we shared, the laughter loud, standing out from the everyday crowd. Through rain and shine, through mud and dew, they'd learned the lessons strong and true. A helping hand, a friendly face, finding their courage at their own pace. Now the eagle gleams, a shining prize, reflecting effort in your eyes. For Nial, Alex, and Emmett, stand tall, answering scouting's adventurous call. So celebrate this milestone bright, may your next chapters be filled with light. Keep camping, keep on casting far, and shine as brightly as you are.
Having completed the tasks which we assembled, I now declare this court of honor closed. Today has been a special day. Thank you all for coming out and participating in this wonderful event. Let us give our new Eagle Scouts one more round of applause. David Nial will now give the benediction.
Please rise and prepare for prayer. May the great Scoutmaster of all Scouts be with us until we meet again. As we leave this court of honor, may we carry the spirit of this special occasion in our hearts. We ask for a blessing upon these new Eagle Scouts. Guide them as they embark on the next part of their journey. Strengthen their honor, encourage their leadership, and deepen their commitment to service. May their actions always reflect the ideals of the Scout Oath and Law, and may their lives serve as an inspiration to all. Let us go forth from this place with a renewed dedication to our families, our communities, and to our nation. Amen.
Would the senior patrol leader, Louis McIntyre, please come forward to retire the colors?
I'm hungry. Let's get it. Color guard, retire the colors. Smith, please join our new Eagles and families at the Bradley Hall for it's in great.
Right, like you're great. Right, when you're great, you can take that home. It's amazing, right? She plays soccer and stuff. Wow. Well. Need pictures with the cameras on?
No, you can wait it. You can. I'm so happy.
Wasn't in the script.
I had put a note there, but,
See you later. Yes. Safe trip back. You bring it. Yes.
all right.
See you later.
I don't know what happened, but
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, Rick.
Mom.
Hi,
Oh,
can you,
wait,
can
I
you hear
think you're
me?
muted. I don't have glasses.
Can you hear me now?
She's muted. Can you hear me?
I can.
She
Tap
has
here
to
to chat.
unmute
Wait,
herself. Yeah,
wait.
no, I think it's all, turn up volume. Is that better?
I can hear you
Oh, there
fine.
we go. No, it's not. Was that fun?
It was excellent. Just great. I'll send you a note.
And Emmett, I don't know if he said during his talk, but he has a grandparent pin for you also.
Oh, I'm touched.
So, and I didn't know I was getting a mentor pin.
That's great.
Nice.
Oh, I love it. It's just
It was
wonderful.
fun.
Nice experience. And I'm sure you liked it very much yourself.
It was fun.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Bye, Mom.
Bye. See you later.